Alright, YouTube. Saturday morning, June 7th. This is the second video I'm doing on my engine swap on the 66 C10. The first video is basically tear down, like removing the front clip and the whole engine assembly, which pretty much took that whole day Saturday. The next day, that Sunday, June 2nd if you would, I stripped the whole frame down and painted it. And it was no fun because I just use a cordless drill and various types of wire wheels, and I removed some stuff off the frame, the motor mount plates, and then I kind of disconnected the steering box here. I couldn't really move it much because it's still attached and I didn't feel like messing with all that. And then of course the idler arm, and got behind the frame and kind of cleaned up the box as best as possible, and then put it all back together and painted it, and then put it back together and then painted it some more. But turned out really good. I'll show you all that here in a minute, how everything turned out. Just kind of getting y'all up to speed with what I've been doing all week. Been off all week on vacation, but I've had my son and daughter, which are 3 and 5, or my son's 5, my daughter's 3, and so I didn't spend as much time in the garage as I would have if I'd have been by myself at home. But that's fine. I hung out with them, played with them, did stuff, so can't neglect the kids. They gotta be taken care of. But anyways, I got more done this week than I would have if I'd have been at work, so I'm not complaining. Everything I wanted to get accomplished, I've pretty much got accomplished. So yeah. So anyways, removed the heater box and a few various things on the firewall, and just kind of washed it by hand like you would a car. And used a sponge with the green Scotch-Brite pad on one side. That worked out really well, cleaning it, and then I just kind of rattle can clear the firewall to quote unquote preserve the patina. So, and plus I wanted to kind of save those numbers, those factory markings that they did back then. But yeah, throughout the week, and I'll show y'all everything I've done. I've painted a bunch of various brackets, like the shifting arms and the clutch rods and all that stuff. I did have to order a new clutch rod because this goes from the pedal to the Z-bar, or bell crank as some people call it. This thing was worn down pretty bad. This one wasn't as bad, but that one was really bad. That's almost half gone. So I got a new one from classicparts.com, and here it is right here. So yeah, that's full of meat. Though I do notice it doesn't have the little flanged stop. So I don't know what I'm gonna do there. I may just put a washer on the end of it, but I don't know, we'll figure all that out. But yeah, some other bad things have happened. My goal this weekend, which is this is Saturday morning, June 7th. My goal this weekend was to hopefully get the engine, transmission, and everything on the engine bolted on there, and put it back in the truck. And that didn't work out because I probably could fight it, but I'm not going to. But upon cleaning the bell housing, I removed the clutch fork so I could paint it. And there's a retaining ring that holds the clutch fork to the pivot ball, and had no problems removing it, had no problems removing the spring, until I go to clean the actual retaining spring. It broke. But needless to say, I was a little disappointed because I calculate that as a major setback, even though it's a $2 piece from Classic Parts. But I don't know if I'm going to try to fight that clutch fork with it all bolted together and very little room to work with to try to get that thing to snap back on that ball. There may be some method to doing it from in there. I mean, I don't know, but I'm not going to mess with it while it's all together inside the truck. It'd just be better to do other things, because I got plenty of other stuff to be doing. There'll be a lot of stuff that I can do to the actual engine itself, but assembling both things together, it's not going to happen. And so I have to order that clip, and that way I can snap this clutch fork in with ease while the bell housing is out, and then completely assemble everything. So that was dilemma number one. Dilemma number two. The old manifolds. Now I've been spraying both ends of these holes where the studs go all week with PB Blaster throughout the day, each day as I'd work out here. And I figured yesterday I'd take a little break from stripping all the crap off the transmission and bell housing to see if these would break loose, and they did not. That started 1, came out great. 2, came out great. 3, broke. It's like, dang it. Well, there goes 1. I'll have to try to drill out. All 3 broke. Now I sanded this one flush, and already punched me a little spot, so I'm going to start drilling on it. So, as you can see, I got plenty to work on this weekend. So, even though I wanted to have the engine and transmission completely put together and in the truck, that's not going to happen, or I'm not going to allow it to happen, even though it could probably be done. I'm just not going to do it. So yeah, let me show you everything I've done all this week, all the painting in progress, and catch you up to speed. Alright, so here's the bell housing. Cleaned it last night along with the transmission, and turned out really nice. That is a cast iron gray from Duplicolor, and very good paint, I guess. I did prime it a little bit before I painted it. Turned out really nice. I did not do the inside, so I just kind of wire wheeled it a little bit, knocked off some stuff that was in there, but I left it bare. You're never going to see it. All the brackets, Z-bar, crank pulley, there's the shifting arms, there's the dust cover. Let me move this mower out of the way. I need a shed so I can move all my lawn equipment out of my garage. But there's that divider plate. I don't know what that's really called, but see the hole for the starter. Transmission cleaned up, stripped down, painted with that cast iron gray. Radiator's already been to the shop and serviced, so hopefully that thing will cool at 350 with no issues. There's the oil line. I painted it silver. I masked off the fittings because they're brass, so I polished those up and left that. There's all the that's the gas pedal rod and bracket. That little piece there that's silver goes to the firewall. There's the actual rod that goes inside the inside the cab where the pedal rubs right here. When you push the pedal, this moves. So there's the clutch rod, adjusted rod, whatever you want to call it. Clutch fork, just various stuff. There's the I hung them over there, the run out spot over there, or over here, but those little brackets that go in the end of the transmission. bolts to the these go to the crank pulley, and these go to the motor plates, motor mount bracket plates, whatever you want to call them. So I'll be putting that stuff on today. Like I said, with that clip being broken, I don't think I'm going to assemble everything together. So I'm going to find other things to do this weekend, which I got plenty. Yeah, the firewall turned out pretty good. Got a little carried away on that number, so I just had to be careful cleaning around it, and that way you don't wear off the number. I don't even think I ever knew that number was there until I took everything out and started cleaning it. But yeah, everything turned out pretty good. That is not me, by the way. That is the factory paint. That's all runs from the factory. Find that interesting. But yeah, frame turned out pretty good. Especially the parts you're going to see on the top sides and everything, even on the sides. The crossman turned out really good because, like I said, there was no paint. There was no rust. So I just kind of wire wheeled it, and it turned out great. So I got a lot of work to do, a lot of stuff to put on, and of course I still got to work on those exhaust manifolds. That's not going to be fun, but that's part of it. So close out with a few more comments, and I'm going to get back to work. Alright, YouTube, so we're pretty much caught up to speed with what I've done so far. I love the way everything's turned out as far as the cleaning and painting of things. Like I said, I recommend VHT epoxy paint for anything you want to paint black, suspension-wise, brackets, whatever. It's the best paint, in my opinion, in a can that you can buy, and durable, very durable. I would say it's near powder coat quality, but especially when you let it cure. Anyways, so I got quite a bit to do this weekend. Now that with the wife home, somebody to watch the kids and spend more time with them. I'll take periodic breaks, but I'll probably be more out here this weekend, getting a bunch of stuff done. And I was really hoping I could get the engine and transmission in there. One, it'd give me a little bit of room around here, get this stuff out of here and get back in the truck. You know, put the old engine on the engine stand, and then obviously the transmission would be on the new engine inside the truck, so a lot of room would be had. But it is what it is. I'm not upset about it. I mean, I was at the beginning when with that little clip breaking. You know, yeah, I wasn't too happy about it when it happened, but they do repop them, which is good, and so I'm not too upset. Like I said, a lot more stuff to do. So the next video I'll see, hopefully catch up on some progress. Any more issues, trials and tribulations that I run into, I'll definitely film it and show it for y'all. But I'm gonna get back to work. I got a long Saturday and Sunday ahead of me, and got to make some progress. So until then, until the next one, thanks for watching.